What is up, everybody? Josh here again, and today we have an Icarus Week 64 update. This week they have added salt and salt preserving, and also the deep freezer. Let's get into it, shall we? Icarus Week 64 Food Preservation. And is that a Salt Bay reference? Icarus Week 64 update, new salt and deep freeze for preserving food. Salt in the new deep freeze gives players new preservation options. Our dropship landing fixes also continue. Week 64 introduces the new mineable material, salt, found around the map on the sides of the cliffs and mountains. Salt can be used to preserve foods items twice as long. This comes with a new bench, the salt station, where you can place any food along with the salt to give you a preserved buff. We're also introducing a new tier 4 deep freezer, which preserves food while it is powered, and they kept improving dropship landing zones and dynamic quest locations. So this week they added salt and food preservation, and this is a new mineral to discover and mine on Icarus called salt. And salt can be found in the wilderness. Salt can be found in the wilderness. Salt can be found in the wilderness. Salt can be found in the wilderness in similar areas to sulfur, oxide, and silica. Salt can be used in preservation, doubling the time it takes food items to spoil. This can be done on the new salt station crafted in Tier 2 and providing alternatives to using ice boxes and fridges. The salt station works by putting any item in the bench with salt in the other slot. This will produce the salted version of the item for you instantly. So here is the salting station, and it's located in Tier 2 here, and just right after the cooking station. Salting station can be used to preserve food using salt. Salt can be found anywhere you find other normal materials, but this is what salt looks like right here. It's like a pinkish black rock. And as you can see, you can get salt with anything, including a stone pickaxe, so it doesn't matter what you use to get salt. Of course, the better the pickaxe, the better you get. And it looks like we got about 53. It says a pile of salt can be used on salting station to preserve food. Just a little bag of salt there. So we got us a salting station here, and this is what the salting station looks like. And what you do is you put your salt in the first slot, and your meat that you want to salt into the other slot, and hit salt food. And as you can see, all this food is now salted and has 100+ time before spoiling. It gives the preserved buff. And we did it with this stack of raw meat too. It also looks like it refreshes the timer for now. You can actually even salt berries if you wanted to. And that's pretty much the salting station. And we got the deep freeze to provide even more preservation options. They added the deep freeze, and it's a recipe from Tier 4 on the Fabricator. And it's a high tier item that provides unlimited preservation of items inside. It does require a lot of power, 2500 power to be exact, to power it all. But due to incredibly low temperatures, the deep freeze will also slowly accumulate ice, providing another source of water on the go or to fill ice boxes taken on adventures. So the deep freezer is located at the very end of Tier 4 here, and it is crafted for 20 aluminum ingots, 15 electronics, 10 carbon fiber, 15 steel screws, and 20 platinum ingots. And it kind of looks like it's basically a toppled over refrigerator. Take a really good close look at it. The deep freeze does require 2500 power to run, so you do need 2500 power for it to run. And as you can see, we got a bunch of meat in here, and none of it is spoiling. It says will not spoil on the meat. So any meat or any item that you put in here will not spoil as long as it has electricity to it. And as you can see, after a little while, you'll get some ice in your deep freeze as well. And you can use it for whatever you need to use it for. It doesn't look like it will actually spawn ice, though, if your freezer's completely full. So dropship landing and dynamic quest fixes. So they're working a little bit more on dynamic quest spawning and drop pod locations this week, and they wanted to give an update to everybody. So they're working a little bit more this week on dropships and making them unobstructed by the environment and closer and easier to access mission reward drop pod locations. Make sure you keep giving them feedback on how you like this feature and how they can improve it as well. And we got the changelog. And the new content section this week. Talking about Salt Bay. Looks like they did half the frequency of salt in the world. And that's really it for new content, other than the deep freezer. In the fix section this week, looks like they added some kind of tool to detect if dropships are too close to trees. Looks like they might have fixed the fireplace or improved the smoke chimney. Increased the stack size of pickled carrots to match other items stored in glass jars. And ores are back to normal as far as their correct tier of pickaxe they need to be mined when respawned with a thumper. Small update to dropship textures. Looks like they had some land shark bug fixes too. Looks like they extended the radius to dropships of trees that will be blown over by the dropship. Looks like they added a new dedicated server command for debugging voxels. It's dump voxel states and dump voxel target. And maybe they fixed the desync on voxels. Moving on to future content this week. Added bone armor materials, textures and mesh pack, dragon trees, succulent trees, and Joshua trees around saplings. Adding bone armor audio loop and Fmod perimeter entry. Here's something interesting. Adding variables to the weather and atmosphere controller for ash, hail, embers, acid rain, and smoke, so they can be included in the new weather events. They're mentioning an Mzine cannon and Mzine cannon arm. Set up shots for trailer and added seagrass to deep water swamp. Dynamic music features. And that's all I see this week, guys. And as always, we want to say thank you to our YouTube members, Wolfie, Sergio, Saracen, Brian, and KHX. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and being part of the late night crew. Thank you so much. And thank you guys for watching. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. We don't usually say that, but share the video if you like the video to all your friends who enjoy survival games or Icarus in general. We also have a Discord in the description down below if you're interested. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Peace.